Khalid El-Gindi is a senior fellow with the Middle East Institute. He's in Arlington, Virginia. And our senior correspondent, Paul Hunter, is in Jerusalem tonight. And Paul, I'm going to begin with you. The images showing the horrific treatment of hostages held in Gaza have been seen by millions. What kind of pressure do you think that is putting on the Israeli government?
Exponential pressure, Ian. I mean, it ratchets things up psychologically 1,000%. I mean, people get kidnapped all the time, unfortunately, in this world. Rarely is that captured on video. It forces you to confront the horror of what these people went through. You know, if you want to inflict terror, bring a video camera. The poor woman on the motorcycle with audio and hearing her plead for her life. I almost can't describe how that makes me feel, let alone people in this country, let alone the families of those people, let alone the people that run this country. It ratchets everything up, as I say, exponentially, Ian.
And speaking of which, Hamas has sent out an ominous and disturbing message this evening that they are threatening to begin killing hostages one by one. Paul, what should we make of that threat?
Yeah, there's a lot of ways this could go. You know, that certainly is a grotesque possibility that was raised today. You know, earlier today there was talk of prisoner swaps, potentially. Qatar was suggesting that maybe it could mediate something. Both Hamas and Israel have said, no, that's not on. To your point about this latest threat from Hamas, the suggestion from Hamas today is that if Israel keeps up its airstrikes and continues to kill Palestinians in so doing, that they will begin to execute the hostages one by one. And they will, again, videotape it, and they will publish that videotape. It is descending into a complete horror show.
Khalid, give us some context here. The strategy we're seeing by Hamas to, first of all, just to take hostages, did it surprise you? What's behind it?
I mean, I think the entire operation came as a surprise to just about everyone. I certainly hadn't anticipated that Hamas had the operational capabilities to carry out such a multi-pronged, sophisticated attack that completely caught the Israelis off guard, much less to do so and then be able to abduct people and bring them back to Gaza. I'm not entirely clear what their overall end game is, but as far as abducting people and holding them in captivity in Gaza, I mean, I think it's pretty clear that they're trying to use that as leverage, either as some sort of insurance policy against Israeli bombing of civilian areas in Gaza. That's something that they've laid out, as you said, that, you know, if Israel continues to bomb civilian neighborhoods, then they will, execute these hostages. Or is it something, bigger, some sort of large-scale prisoner release, something like 5,000 Palestinian political prisoners are currently being held by Israel, with more and more every day, as the Israeli army cracks down on any and all forms of resistance in the occupied territories. 1,000 of those individuals are being held indefinitely without any charge at all. So maybe they're after some sort of prisoner swap. Is it something bigger? Are they trying to push for some other kind of political demands, or maybe something related to the, blockade in Gaza? We still don't know.
Khalid, any sense of what it will take to ease the emotions and the destruction that's going on and bring these two sides at least to the point where they're willing to talk?
Well, I think what's absolutely needed now, and that isn't happening, is some sort of robust international intervention. At the moment, we're not seeing the Europeans and the Americans and others really calling for an end to the violence. We haven't seen any attempts to kind of put guardrails or red lines on the Israeli bombardment in Gaza. There's no real expressions of concern for Palestinian civilians. More than 500 have already been killed in Gaza. And so I think that's what's needed.
All right. Thanks to both of you for helping us with this fast-moving story. Appreciate it.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome, Ian.